What's going on, guys? If I sound tired, it's because I am. And if you don't hear the sound of wind howling, it's because I'm not in Iceland anymore. I'm here in a services in a parking lot in the UK. And if you're wondering why this video is called Am I Trapped in Morocco? I'll get to that. Let's get to story time. Because I am in the services in the UK and it kind of spoils the story to tell you the ending. But now you know the ending. I'm in the UK. But when you last saw me, I was in Iceland, and we still had a couple days on our workshop, and we actually got caught in a windstorm. So the progress of this video is going to be all over the place. I want to give you guys an update on things, and I kind of also want to just show you clips of what I've filmed along the past 2 weeks since the whole world has gone kind of into chaos. So let's kind of jump back into the past to Iceland at the windstorm, and then we'll kind of progress along and I'll explain the Morocco thing in a bit. Oh shit. So there's currently like 80-mile-an-hour winds in Iceland, and the van, this is our van here and our van there, and our van just moved like 5 feet to the left. It's gonna hit Ivan's van pretty soon. So Ivan ran out to move his van. The only problem was the wind was so strong it took 2 people to close his door. Shark Slipper Man saves the day. We're here at our fancy hotel in Iceland, and we're getting battered by wind. But this is the sound from my room in the cheap seats. I guess last time they had a storm and this door blew away. It sounds like that in my room. It sounds like I'm in an airplane. Well, yeah, this is how this video is starting. With Greg smacking into another car. Greg's car started to slide too, so we tried to move it, but one gust of wind, it was too late.
Oh no!
Thankfully, we paid for the premium insurance. And yes, Greg is wearing flip-flops in the windstorm. A true Canadian hero. We've been stuck in this hotel for 2 days now. Due to a windstorm, I'm hoping the roads open today because we only have 2 more days left in Iceland. I need coffee. Okay, the road's still closed, but they're saying that we should be able to go soon. Greg, do you want to stay in the hotel for a couple more days?
No, definitely not. Nice hotel, but it is time to hit the road, man.
Man, I'm stir crazy.
Whoa.
Let's go. Let's go. Luckily, we made our way down the highway safely despite the heavy wind blasting sideways and sheet ice covering the road. Others weren't so lucky.
Is this hail?
What the hail is this? It hit me in the eye. Yeah, it's hail. It's kind of like going on and off. We're getting hit with it, and then it stops for 10 minutes, and it's sunny, and then it's hail, and then it's sunny. But that's just Iceland. Despite the hail and wind, we all kind of felt grateful to be able to be out making photos again. Here at Vic Beach, the waves were heavy, and there were definitely some photos to be made. Okay, so we're at the Black Sand Beach here at Vic. This is actually a pretty dangerous spot, so I'm keeping an eye on the seas right now. People die here. Like every year, a couple of people die here because they're not paying attention, and a sneaker wave jumps out at them. So you can't really sit down on the edge of the water waiting for a composition here. It just doesn't really work. Things move too fast, the seas are too crazy. So the way I'm doing things is I'm set up on my shot already. I've got a 3-stop medium grad ND, f16, 0.6 seconds. And what I'm doing is I'm literally just waiting for a big wave to come up. And as it comes up, I'm racing, like literally racing down to the edge of it and trying to come up with a composition that has some lines leading to the spires, to the sea stack. So this looks like a good wave. Let's try to time this one. Okay, watch out, Greg. There's big waves. Don't turn your back to the sea, okay? So I'm changing lenses because I think I got the shot that I was hoping to get. It's not great, but it works. I'm putting on the 70 to 200. I left, unfortunately, the 100 to 400 in the hotel. I just want to do some wave photography. I've been following my girl, Rachel Talabart, on Instagram recently, and her photos are just crazy. And I want to try to do something like that. So over the next couple minutes, I don't know if there's going to be a single good photo, but there's so many good waves here, I just have to try it. It turns out that wave photography is really hard. Still, it was fun, almost like wildlife photography. And I walked away from the beach with 3 images I really liked.
I suppose that feeling could pose a life of damnation is a bruise. Better yet, suppose a hero could know.
It's morning, obviously. We're at Skogafoss, and I don't think I've photographed sunrise here ever. There is another photography group here, so they're probably about to get annoyed that I stand right in front of them to take my photo. The light was pretty dull at Skogafoss for sunrise, so after scaring the other photography group away, I took a black and white image of the falls. Definitely something different to what I normally do here. Then, we spent the rest of the day snapping photos on our way back to Reykjavik. When we got there, we tried one last time for the Northern Lights, and while we were being pelted by a mini snowstorm, it felt like our luck was out. And then out of nowhere, a perfect moment. So after beating the windstorm and kind of winning at catching the Northern Lights at the end, I got on a plane and I headed to Berlin for a conference. The conference got canceled because of coronavirus. Things were starting to unravel a little bit. I mean, some like major events were starting to get canceled. And my photography workshop was in Morocco. There was no cases of coronavirus in Morocco. Everything seemed totally fine. And on the 10th of March, I arrived in Morocco. On the 11th of March, the US instituted their travel ban, and it still seemed like it would be fine with my workshop. On the night of the 14th, a Moroccan minister tested positive for coronavirus. And it's such a sad thing that it always seems to take like an important person or a popular or famous person to get it before people start taking things seriously. But the minister tested positive, and immediately the entire country of Morocco shut down. By midday on the 15th, they closed land borders, they closed air borders, and they closed sea borders. There was no way to get out. And they just put down a blanket, we're blocking everything. We thought we were trapped in Morocco, and we kind of took this approach of let's like talk to the consulates and the embassies, and then we'll carry on our business, and then when they say, hey, you guys need to get out, we'll get out. Or, hey, we're sending a rescue flight, get on it. And that's the approach we took. We carried on, we went to Fez. In Fez, we were having a good time, but then on the 16th, the government said, we're now shutting down all restaurants and non-essential businesses. So essentially the entire country of Morocco shut down, with the exception of grocery stores. And still the borders were closed. And then thankfully the government revised their policy and started accepting rescue flights. They weren't flights that you could book online. They were flights that you kind of just had to show up to the airport and be like, I'm a Commonwealth citizen, get me out of here. Or I'm a citizen of France, get me out of here. Whatever. And you had to kind of go and do these things. And they told people that they would be accepting people on the 17th, 18th, and 19th. And you just had to go to the airport and try. We'd been hearing reports about people stuck in Marrakesh airport for 3 days. And we didn't want that to happen. So we went and tried a smaller airport in Rabat. And the happy ending to the story is we got out of the country. And I'm here in the UK now and about to go see Jody. And you'll see all this story play out on the vlogs. I just kind of wanted to address it right away because as you're going to be seeing the vlogs in the past, knowing the situation now and how it evolved, it's almost going to look maybe silly that we're like, hey, we're in Morocco taking pictures. And I don't want it to be that. I also don't want this channel to be about doom and gloom and me talking about coronavirus and how it's impacting me personally. I, at the very least, kind of want this channel to be an escape from all the negative things that are going into your feeds, and that's what I'm hoping to do. So it's Thursday, March 18th, and I've gotten out of Morocco just now. And there are no more flights leaving Morocco on the 19th. So we barely got out. And as I said, you'll see that all play out. The videos coming up are gonna start on Sunday, I think. And on Sunday, there'll be a video from Morocco, the arrival to Morocco, and basically when things started to unravel. And there'll be, I think, 4 videos from Morocco. And then after that, I have no idea. I'm gonna kind of go into isolation with Jody here in the UK, just get caught up on work and, you know, not go out, not because I'm scared of catching the virus, but because I think it's probably the right thing for the world to do, because even if I, you know, catch it and just pass it along, that's it. I just want to chill out. And I think the whole world kind of needs to chill out for the next 14 days and reevaluate. Like, the world needs to turn itself off and on again. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn myself off and on again. So that's what's happening on the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I'm fine. Everybody's fine. Everything is fine. I'm honestly happy and relieved and stoked to be back in the UK. So I hope every one of you is safe. I hope all of you guys are doing your part to help not spread not only the virus, but the panic. Don't spread the panic or the virus. Just do neither of those two things and we'll all be fine. And I also hope that your businesses and your work and your livelihood is okay. And as I said, and as I'll say in the next video, if there's anything I can do somehow to help you in your business, drop a comment in the comment section and we'll see what I can do. And that's it. I'm gonna go and see Jody, and I'm so excited. I'll see you guys in the next time. Peace.